Thursday morning. Alongside him will be other officials, members of his cabinet, Minister of Public Works, Juan Edgil, and also Minister within the Ministry of Public Works, Mr. Deodat Indar. They will all witness. As we have been informing you guys, this bridge currently has a completion deadline of the 31st of August 2025. Construction on this 260 million US dollar infrastructure began in May of 2023, and initially it was supposed to be completed at the end of 2024, but because of certain circumstances, delay in shipment, the need and other issues, that completion date for the end of 2024 was pushed initially to March 2025, and then it came to August 31st, 2025. What we are going to witness here tonight is no doubt historic and a milestone in terms of the completion of this bridge. The authorities here will update us. We will hear from President Dr. Irfaan Ali himself. He will update us on the completion deadline for this bridge. But what I could tell you is that being on this massive structure here tonight, the feelings and the emotions are no doubt overwhelming. This is in fact one of, if not the signature infrastructure project for the government of Guyana between 2020 and 2025. As I said, President Dr. Irfaan Ali will make his way here, and we will proceed to witness what is in fact the joining of the final section of this bridge. What we witness on our way up here tonight is scores, if possibly not maybe hundreds of workers really at work trying to put the finishing touches to this structure to ensure that it is completed and that Guyanese citizens and commuters can enjoy this structure. This is in fact will replace the existing Demerara River Bridge, which has been in existence for several decades, but because of growing population and more vehicles on our roadways, we are facing daily congestion at that bridge, which necessitated the construction and the building of this new massive structure across the Demerara River. This bridge has a lifespan of 100 years. It's a 4-lane high-span cable stay bridge, as I said, with a lifespan of 100 years. Again, just to update you, there are still cranes in the sky. Work is still ongoing, but as I said, we're almost right there in terms of completing this bridge. I can also update you on the approach road for this structure on both the west coast of Demerara and also the east bank of Demerara. We've been seeing work ongoing to complete those approach road to get on this bridge, and we in fact had to use one of those roads, the one connecting to the Heroes Highway, to get on this bridge. We are witnessing the arrival right now of President Dr. Irfaan Ali. The president will make his way up to the bridge. Where we are right now is more or less the center of the bridge where the cables are connected, and the president will make his way here and he will proceed with officials to witness the connecting of the final section of this bridge here tonight. still bringing you live coverage from the new Demerara River Bridge here on the east bank of Demerara. We're here in the wee hours of Thursday, and we are going to witness in a few minutes the connecting of the final section of this bridge here tonight. A real historic point in the construction of this bridge that started in May of 2023 and is expected to be completed shortly. We've been talking to you earlier about the features of this bridge. We told you that President Dr. Irfaan Ali arrived moments ago, and he will make his way to the center of the bridge where the cables are located to witness the connecting of the final section of this bridge shortly. A 4-lane high-span stable K bridge costing the government of Guyana $260 million with a lifespan of 100 years. The commuters of this country, citizens of this country, will soon be able to enjoy what is a massive and a signature infrastructure project under the People's Progressive Party civic government. We want to talk to you about some of the social benefits of this project here, and I'll invite Fariza Hanif to join me so that we could discuss that. Fariza lived across the on the west coast of Demerara for several years. She now lives on the east bank of Demerara. But Fariza, you've used this bridge for decades. Well, the old bridge that this bridge will be replacing, and you know of the issues that you faced in terms of congestion. Could you talk to us quickly about that?
Yes, Kurt. I started using the Harbor Bridge when I was just 17 years old, and I started working in Georgetown, and now I'm 37. And this is a historic and emotional moment for me because when I think of the Harbor Bridge, I get it brings back trauma because commuters have been through so much with the closing and the retraction time, and this is going to bring relief to thousands of commuters on the west coast of Demerara, on the west bank of Demerara, and also on the east bank, and people who traverse there daily. It is an emotional moment. I was using the bridge for the first time this morning when I came here driving up, and I was just overwhelmed, and I'm very happy to be alive to witness this moment here.
Fariza, no doubt a conversation that has lots of depth, and we will pick up on this a bit later. But President Dr. Irfaan Ali is now making his way to the section of the bridge where we will be connecting the final sections of this bridge here tonight. And we're bringing you live coverage so that you can witness this historic occasion here as it relates to the completion of this massive infrastructural project under the People's Progressive Party civic government.
I'm one and all. The area that Mr. President will be venturing into can only accommodate him and maybe his security team. The news group, if you need to get in there, I'll take you to the other side. You cannot get to the port itself. It's going to be very difficult. Okay? So please follow me and adhere to what I'm asking. I can only take groups at a time so you can see what we're actually doing. Okay, so I cannot take everyone at once. I have cranes, tripping hazards, electrical. I have a lot of stuff in the area. So please be wary and please follow my lead. Okay, thank you. That's it for me.
But he's right there. Yeah.
Just to brief you, this evening, well, this morning, we are witnessing what is the final pour. After the final pour is completed, they'll finish all the concrete work on this high span and then complete the paving of the bridge with all of the other auxiliary safety features of the bridge, lighting features of the bridge. It's important to note that throughout the process of building this bridge, the consultants and engineers will have conducted internationally certified methods and tests to ensure the bridge meet all the structural requirements as is required. And of course, on this high span, before the bridge is open, there will be the loading test. And that loading test is important on the high span because, as you know, in cable stay bridge, that is how to do the adjustments on the cable to ensure that everything is up to the standard. And the consultant has been doing an amazing job, and they are ensuring with our engineer and Patrick. I want to thank the team, the local team, the contractors, the consultant. This was an amazing team work. Patrick here, the ministers, Indar and Ejil, but the entire team. Ron is here, the Chinese team, the ambassador. I don't think ambassador is here, but the DCM is here, and our consultant, everyone who really played an important role, our Guyanese brothers and sisters who I know worked along with us in the moving of homes and so on. Together, we have achieved an incredible piece of infrastructure for Guyana, and we have been able to achieve this because of the teamwork and the hard work of this team. We had many meetings, all were not pleasant because we were aggressively working on the timeline. But at the end of it, today I'm very pleased. I really want to congratulate all the stakeholders. I want to congratulate our local guys too. I want to say that Patrick, I want to thank you, Ron, the entire team, the ministers, and of course, say to you guys all the 2 a.m. calls and the 3 a.m. calls. I know took a lot from everybody. Took a lot of your family time, all the workers from China, the consultants, they're away from their families, some of them for 2 years continuously. We had the entire team coming out here at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, away from their families. And this is really a celebration of all of those moments of sacrifice and hard work. The moments of what I would say the steel that make us who we are as Guyanese. This is a great moment for Guyana. This is a great moment for all of us, and I'm just very pleased that we are here, and we'll continue to work to make Guyana a beautiful place for all of us.
President Ali, a milestone in the completion of this bridge. But I think the question at the front of everyone's mind is when will the bridge be completed and commuters will be able to use it?
So the bridge is structurally going to be completed. As I said, after this, the final concrete will be poured, the final piece of pavement. There's one section of the entrance on the the east end that will be completed. And of course, we had some modifications of the design, putting in a collector's lane for better traffic management and traffic flow. So that is being completed. So I would say very early in September, we will be driving on and off of the bridge. We also have a number of other things that is in the whole system. We still have to remove the old bridge. And we have engineers now studying public works, and some external engineers studying the possibility of where we take the sections or the entire bridge and look at the landing sites. We are talking about the Sandhill roads, for example, the new Sandhill road from Timeri that will go all the way to Macoro, which is close to Bartica. That is one of the possibilities that we're looking at right now. Of course, there are some other options that are being evaluated, but when the engineers finalize that, then we'll be in a position to complete completely say where it will be and what will happen.
President, can you give us an update on the road on the eastern side and maybe the western side?
They're almost completed. There's only one section. The section, and that was because the bridge was under construction for safety reason. That section, by tomorrow, in the next 48 hours, will be up to the level for pavement, I think, paving, and then that section will be completed. The other section on the other side, we had existing structures that was supporting the construction of the bridge that is now removed. So that collector's lane is now being completed.
And how long after this structure is open do you plan to keep the Demerara Harbor Bridge
Well, that's
running?
what I just said. Definitely the bridge, once the structure is open, that bridge has to be in a position to be removed.
Immediately as this...
That is what is going on now. The engineering is done. I wish it is as simple as you make it sound. You make it sound very simple that immediately it goes. But we have to first understand where it's going. That is being evaluated now. They have to understand the current. They have to understand the characteristics of the river, and they have to understand the landing point.
My question was premised on the fact that there are some Guyanese who are apprehensive about traveling on this new bridge. Would you give like a period for persons to get adjusted?
I don't know why they'll be apprehensive on traveling on this bridge. This bridge, we have the engineering supervision form. We can be so negative at times. This is a moment of celebration. The consultants are here, our engineers are here. We have great confidence in them. They're doing all of the tests, the globally accepted tests, loading tests, everything. And there's nothing to be afraid of.
Mr.
President
I
Ali,
just have-
beyond the engineering and economics, there are some real social benefits to this bridge. Could you talk about that?
Yeah, of course. Look. The bridge is going to give you more productive time, so productivity will increase, manpower will increase, less stress on families. I don't know if you ever had to go on the West Coast during the traffic. The stress on families, school children, they normally leave an hour and a half earlier to get past the traffic to get to school in the morning and then get home late in the evening. So there's a lot of social benefit, more family time, more community time, more productive time. All of that adds to the value creation of the bridge.
How do you feel as president for having a new modern bridge under your term as president?
Well, this is not about me. This has always been about the people. Indar sent me some photos earlier tonight with Patrick and all of us here, Ron, everybody, when we were walking in Swamp on the 26th of September 2020. We were walking in Swamp. And a lot of people laughed when we said, I remember doing the interview with media, and there were many doubters. Today is done. There's another set of questions, another set of doubting. But that's it. That's life. That's life. But we're here to celebrate. We're here to move forward. I'm very, very proud of our guys. Listen, I put a lot of pressure on these guys. A lot of pressure on these guys. I'm proud of this team. And I'm sure that they will ensure that everything is as we want it to be, bright and beautiful. It's an amazing time for Guyana. This is not about the president. This is about Guyana. This is about the people. This is a remarkable accomplishment by the people, for the people, and we are very proud.
Mr. President, as you look to the left, you see what was, and we're standing on what is. But what's next?
What is next is an amazing future ahead of us. Look, when you stand on this bridge 2 years from now, and you look in the direction of Wales, you will see 2 power plants. You will see a fertilizer plant. You will see all the new port facility on the west side. You will see the development of the Stabroek waterfront, the Breeden Hoop waterfront. You will see the oil and gas facility, the transport and logistics facility. You will see marinas. You will see on the other side development all the way down, because this is what the bridge does. It opens up the river for development on both sides, increasing the value of property, you know. So, you know, it's just going to be an amazing sight. You will see tens of thousands of new homes that is being constructed in Wales. We'll be taking that road from Schoonard through to Wales, all the way to Sandhill, connecting Sandhill, the new bridge over there, connecting all the way to Temeri, down to the Linden Soesdijk Highway, into Lethem, over to Brazil, connect back to Barbies, Deepwater Port, the new bridge across the Barbies River, the Kurpukari Bridge, the Peruni crossing, the Itabali crossing, all of those things we are looking at. Listen, it's just an amazing number of years ahead of us. This is not the time to try to find a headline to spoil the moment. This is the time for us to embrace the moment, understand what is ahead of us, and be proud. All of us should be proud as Guyanese. This is that time when we celebrate together this achievement. And listen, I'm just so emotional about these guys because I know the pressure that I've placed on them, right? You know, there was times when people said, you know, we're going to have a delay until December. No way. We said no. The contractors, the consultant, and they're here. They can tell you, right? Instead of 10 engineers, 20 engineers came, right? They double up on the labor that was required. This is a tremendous accomplishment. You know, anywhere in the world to have this done in a time frame. And as I said, we have not compromised any standards. All of the standards has been kept. And the consultants are here. They will sign off on the bridge. There's a defect liability period of 2 years. So, you know, everything, all of the safeguards are there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, folks. At 15, please. Please. Can I handle everyone going out there?
Stop.
want to thank all those who are involved in the building of this beautiful bridge. And I hereby, on behalf of the people of Guyana, give directions for the final pour to be done at this time. Thank you very much. God bless all of you. God grant all those who use this bridge safety and the joy of what we've accomplished today. This is for the people of Guyana. Please proceed to the final pour.
For it.
Well, that's what we are in fact witnessing here tonight. The closing in the center of this bridge where the cable stays are located, and really bringing this bridge almost to finality. We heard from President Dr. Irfan Ali earlier, and he was in fact providing an update on the completion of this bridge, saying that while we had in place a deadline for the 31st of August, when the remaining work is assessed, the president is anticipating that this bridge will be completed by early in September. But once this pour is done here tonight, what it in fact means is that the bridge is structurally complete. And as President Dr. Irfan Ali told us earlier, we will also have to look forward to some load testing, which is very important with these style of bridges. A 4-lane high-span stable cable stay bridge here across the Demerara River. And President Irfan Ali, Minister of Public Works, Juan Edgel, Minister within the Ministry of Public Works, Deodat Tindar, along with other officials witnessing the event here this morning. And of course, to celebrate this momentous occasion and this moment, some fireworks to really usher in the celebration of the completion of the new Demerara River Bridge.
Kino.
Still bringing you live coverage from the new Demerara River Bridge across the Demerara River. What you are witnessing right now is the final pour to connect the two final sections of this structure here this morning, connecting the east side to the west side, the east bank of Demerara to the west coast of Demerara. A US $260 million infrastructure. President Dr. Irfan Ali speaking to us moments ago and in telling us what a momentous occasion this is for the entire country. President Dr. Irfan Ali gave the instructions earlier to the contractors, asking them to proceed with, as I said, the final pour here, almost at the center of the bridge where the cable stays are located. The president also providing an update on the completion timeline for this bridge, saying that while after this pour is done tonight, it in fact means that the bridge is structurally complete. There are still some minor works to be done, and that will push the deadline for the completion of this bridge to early September. The president also speaking about the many social benefits beyond the engineering, beyond what Guyanese have done working alongside Chinese to complete this bridge, beyond the economics. The president spoke of the social benefits to persons living on both sides of this river, but also for other persons, for businesses, and other persons who use this bridge for different reasons. This bridge will in fact replace the current Demerara Harbor Bridge that has been in existence for several decades. The lifespan of this bridge is 100 years. Once this is complete, the other minor works are complete. President Irfan Ali has assured that all that needs to be done in terms of ensuring the structural integrity of this bridge will be done. Definitely some load testing will be done. The approach roads to get onto this bridge, President Irfan Ali also told us, is almost complete. So we're just right there for the completion of this massive structure. Possibly, if not the signature project, one of the signature projects of the People's Progressive Party civic government in the last 5 years. A really momentous occasion for all Guyanese. President Dr. Irfan Ali calling on citizens to celebrate this moment and not look for reasons for a negative headline. So we will continue to bring you live coverage from the new Demerara River Bridge, where you will get a first-hand look at the pouring of the final slab that will connect the final sections of this bridge here this morning.
Finance Secretary, Ryan, for Smith and others here, and the Attorney General Chambers, of course, our Vice President, and all those who work tremendously hard, the entire cabinet, and all the agencies, EPA, Ministry of Housing and Water, Central Housing and Planning Authority, Lands and Survey, Demerara, the Demerara River Bridge team, all those who work tremendously hard across the government, across the private sector, across communities, all citizens. I really want to thank everyone, every single person that made this easy, every single person that helped us to achieve this tonight. God bless you. We hope that you receive blessings of this beautiful structure and what it will bring to families and what it will bring to our country. God bless all of that this morning. Thank you.
The final pour connecting the east to the west, the two ends of this new Demerara River Bridge. That's what you've been witnessing here tonight. Also witnessing this momentous occasion in person was President Dr. Irfan Ali. He was joined by his two sons and his wife, other members of his cabinet, Minister of Public Works Juan Edgel, and Minister within the Ministry of Public Works Deodat Indar. other officials, engineers, the workers on this bridge. What we are witnessing here tonight is no doubt massive. We heard President Irfan Ali talking earlier about how overwhelming this is emotionally, not only for himself, but for every Guyanese. A really massive infrastructure project, and I've been saying all morning, the signature project on the infrastructure front for the People's Progressive Party civic government from 2020 to now. President Irfan Ali giving us an update on the timeline for completion of this bridge. What we've witnessed here tonight is in fact the completion of the structural nature of this bridge. But Dr. Ali saying with some minor works remaining to be completed, we are going to witness the final completion of this bridge where commuters will be able to use it early in September. The president also thanking his local and international engineers, thanking the hundreds of workers working on, saying that even when persons said that the bridge would have been delayed longer, he pushed back against that, asked them to work harder, brought in extra persons to work on this structure, and we are right there almost at the finish line. The approach roads to this bridge is already in place. President Dr. Irfan Ali underscoring earlier the social benefits to the citizens of Guyana, beyond the engineering, beyond the economics, the real social benefits. This bridge replaced the current Demerara River Bridge. This bridge has a lifespan of 100 years. So we've been bringing you live coverage on that final connecting of this bridge here tonight, a milestone in the completion of this structure for which construction began in May of 2023. So thank you for joining us, our live coverage of the final pour connecting the two final sections of the new Demerara River Bridge.